How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals to see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Washington is in the building. What it do? Cincinnati, Ohio is up in the house. Come on in, sit yourselves right on down. Y'all know they're not sending out notifications, but just go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button. Hit the like button. That's the same as the thumbs up button. Need the support around here in this street. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Nightly News on this wonderful May the 29th, 2025. If you was listening to the sound of my voice, I am alive today. And if you was in the comment section, you was alive too. Say the 414 Kill Walker is checking on into the place to be. What it do, Willie? What it do? What's happening? Come on in. The 45 OKC, Oklahoma City. Oklahoma's up in the building. Say the 313 is in the building. Chi-Town is kicking. It's checking in for that 5 thumbs up. Appreciate that right there. He say Eastside Oakland, California is in this piece. What it do? What it do? Say it's your birthday. You is lying to me. Happy birthday to Weedsville. What it do? Say Pastor 33 today. Say gotta work tonight. But thank you for the show, Pastor, cause you my brother. Pastor, my brother. I ain't seen that in a good little minute. I got to go ahead on and find that right there and replay that. I appreciate that. Listen, congratulations. You done made a whole nother year. By the decision, due to the decision that you had made out here in these streets, you still alive. So that is a blessing in itself. You did the right thing all year. Remember, enjoy yourself. Do exactly what you want to do today, not what other people want you to do out here. And congratulations. Hope that you have many, many more, man, because people out here dying. People out here waking up dead. People is alive and then they dead. It's a whole bunch of, people be leaving Earth, man. And that is a congratulations. Enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it. A lot of people don't get a chance to enjoy it, even when they still be alive. And that's a shame. So it is a blessing. It is a blessing to be alive out here in these streets. Unless you want to be dead, then, It really is a blessing. Say the Bronx, New Yorkers in this bitch. Say, what poppin' past the look at these 30 minutes of fire? What it do? Say the ATL is up in the house. Come on in. Y'all don't be afraid. Share. Y'all know that they not sending out notifications. Y'all know how they treat me. And it is okay. Now what is going on here? Let me review this. I'm gonna decline that which I already did. Okay. Okay, so that's done. Get that off the screen real quick. Real quick. Y'all, we're also screaming. We also scream. Hold on. What did I do? Oh, all right. So yada. We got that right there. We screaming on Rumble on the Willie Williams Show, Twitter, the Willie Williams Show, and twitch.tv.com, the Willie Williams Show. We're at 253 followers on Twitter. We're trying to get up 255. That's just 2 more. We just need 2 more people so we can reach another goal. And then after that, I'm gonna ask for some more people so we can reach another goal, and so on and so forth. That's how we do it around here. We got to grow. We got to crawl before we walk. We got to do all that fly stuff right there so we can keep it booming. If you was interested in the news, if you know that there of somebody else who needs to be interested in the news, I'm gonna need for y'all to go on and reach out to them people so they can get the news just like you getting the news. Do not be selfish. We got a few things to go ahead on and run through. I got a whole bunch of news. Let's just start off like that right there. I got a whole bunch of news, and we finna just go ahead on and try to pop. I'm finna try to give it to you. So hopefully you good people can go ahead on and keep up with a player. Y'all got to be able to keep up. We popping and locking. We finna pop and lock. Y'all please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Subscribe to the website. Subscribe to the website. Need more people around there subscribing to the website. What do we have? What y'all talking about? Bam, 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 bam. We in here. Got that right there. Uh-oh. Got a good little yawn. I am kind of sleepy. I have to be doing so much work. It just be making me tired. We got a, no, he done shot a little la. Well, that's regular stuff out here in these streets. We're going to do that right there next. All right, bam. We can jump on this right. I think that this is in Houston. I think that we're going to go to Houston real quick. We got watch 2360 on 9 at all time. If you got some money, hold on to the money. If you got some money, don't let people know that you got some money. And if you out here trying to buy something, you better find a different way to go ahead on and buy something. We have a family who done lost 9 stacks, like 9 of them zeros. These are the 4 zeros a thing. Done lost that paper out here. Just trying to do something good, Trying to do something good. A family loses $9,000 that was saved up money for their son's first car. In seconds. They lost it in seconds. That means that the thieves, the robbers, is really, really fast. Y'all pay attention.
Pasadena family is learning one of the toughest lessons of their life. Never leave a large amount of cash in your vehicle after withdrawing it from the bank.
Yeah, we preached this over and over. That's after a thief was caught on camera breaking into their SUV and getting away with $9,000.
I didn't know that they left $9,000 inside their damn car. Stupid. Go ahead, man.
Family is sharing their story with Anayeli Ruiz to warn others tonight. Anayeli.
Well, this family is heartbroken after saving for nearly 2 years to buy a car for their son. Their dreams are shattered and gone within seconds. Surveillance video captures the moment a man stole $9,000 in cash from the Vasquez family, money they spent 2 years saving to give their son a better future.
It's a sacrifice, because any parent knows that when you make a sacrifice for your kids, it's not easy. And I wanted him to be better.
See, they had a...
Do y'all even understand that I hadn't said this here before? If you have to make sacrifices for your kids, you didn't plan to have kids, go ahead though.
Tough choice when he graduated high school.
It was either college or a car. And he said, we decided to pay for college.
Saturday morning, the Vasquez family stopped at the Wells Fargo on Spencer Highway to withdraw $9,000, hoping to buy their son a car that day.
Only the bank knew that we had the money and us. Nobody else knew.
Before heading to the dealership, they made a quick stop for tacos. The cash was hidden in the glove box. That's when it happened.
When we saw the video in less than 30 seconds, he was in and out of the car.
Authorities believe the family was targeted in a jugging when thieves follow the victims from banks to steal large cash withdrawals. Law enforcement experts urge people to use cashier's check instead and avoid carrying large amounts of cash. What are some tips for people that they can follow in order for them not to become the next victim?
Go straight to the location where you're going to ultimately store that money.
While the Vasquez family lost their savings that day, they say they're thankful it wasn't worse.
Start over, but, God provided once, and I know he'll do it again.
What if God say we not going to provide? Damn, I'm not finna provide anymore because you didn't take the proper precautions. Huh? What if it's not in God's plan to provide another $9,000 so your son go ahead on and get a car?
By the way, Wells Fargo today, they actually called the Vasquez family, telling them that they were also going to be conducting an internal investigation. Now, we did contact the Pasadena Police Department, who's in charge of this case, called them and emailed them several times today, but have not heard back. The family did provide a case number for us. Reporting live in
Y'all got some really, really important questions. And I do appreciate the important questions because these are some of the things that I be thinking about myself. You say, how did they know that y'all had 9,000? And the only way for them to know that they had 9,000 is an inside job for them to know the exact amount. That's one answer to the question right now. For them to know that there was possibly money inside the car, they probably did the juggling thing, like they were saying, like people get followed from banks and stuff. That's like a real thing. So, okay. That's possible. Do y'all know that the man went right up to the window, to the passenger side window, tried to open up the door, but he did not open up the door, and then his body was inside of the car? That means that he had a window breaker. He had a window breaker for him to just lean inside of the car. And do y'all also know what else happened?
When thieves follow the victims from banks to steal large cash withdrawals.
Do y'all understand? He never opened up the door. He went right to the glove compartment. He bust the window, never opened the door, went right to the glove compartment. Now, if it's an inside job, I want y'all to understand, if it's an inside job, then they may know, all right, somebody just withdrew $9,000. All right, cool. But the person inside the bank would not have known that the money was left inside of the glove compartment. So it seems to me that somebody inside of the vehicle signed this here up, and insurance fraud. It sounds like this was a setup. You say it was a son's friend. Somebody reached out to somebody, said, listen, man, just bust the window. It's in the glove compartment. Ain't no way in hell that you finna have somebody jump outside of their car in broad daylight, walk up to your car, pull on the door, and notice that the door is locked. Bust the window, lean in, and open up the glove compartment, grab that, and go back to their car.
Get it in a jugging when thieves follow the victims from banks to steal large cash withdrawals. Law enforcement experts urge people to use cash.
Do y'all understand? Hold on. Watch this. Let's see from the time he pulled on the door. From the time he pulled on the door,
Is targeted in a jug.
There. So I'm at 30 seconds here. I'm at a minute and 30.
When thieves follow the victims from banks to steal large cash withdrawals.
Grab that.
Law enforcement experts urge people to
get out the car 7 seconds. 7 seconds from the time he grabbed the door. Yeah, this is a setup.
Use cashier's check instead and avoid carrying large amounts of cash. What are some tips for people?
This was literally from the time he touched the door was 7 seconds. He didn't have to look inside of the car. He didn't look up under the seat. He didn't look up under the driver's seat. Nothing. Just in the glove compartment. And these God-fearing folk, him and her, these God-fearing folks, want us to believe that y'all just got right. It was just like a spur of the moment type thing. You all is just victims. Well, around here at the Willie Williams Show, bitch, we use that thing called our brain. And I don't believe none of this shit. Nope. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Nope. You're stupid. Mm-hmm. Just stupid. Can I still use like the word stupid out here in the street? Well, I am an adult, but I'm just saying on out in these YouTube streets. I'm just asking, cause no, you're not finna fool me and be, oh my God, they lost all their money. I don't care nothing about that. Listen, and if it wasn't a setup, and if y'all were withdrawing your money, and y'all leaving it inside y'all damn car instead of going where y'all need to go and handle do what you need to do with the money, yo bad. If you don't keep that money on your person, yo bad. It's literally yo bad. Wish I'd have caught you slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like what is we doing? What is we really doing? Move right along, y'all. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. How many of y'all know the Cuban rapper? We got a Cuban rapper named Chocolate MC. I've never heard of it, but it's a rapper. You say, Willie, she don't know how to set it up because he didn't want to give it. He didn't want to give it, but didn't want to disappoint his wife. Somebody sought that day up. Say they got plenty of money. Hell, they probably do. Hell, this probably ain't the first time. Probably ain't the first time they'll sought some shit up. Say all of them claim to have lost 9 stacks. Got to be more careful. And it's crazy because as long as we have proof that we withdraw it from the bank, it's more believable because we have receipts that we did have 9,000. Yeah. That's what's up. Makes sense. A lot of people like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for you. And I'm surprised that they ain't set up a GoFundMe or something like that right there to get their little $9,000 back that they took out for their son's a car. Their son graduated. Why this son hasn't been working? What is 24 divided by 9,000? Anybody? Anybody real quick? What is 9,000 divided by 24? $375 a month. $375 a month for 2 years that had to be saved out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So he could have been working all year like he should have supposed to been working in the 11th grade, at least the 11th grade, 11th and 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? And you save you $375 a month. But he wasn't working, or he probably was working, and then but the parents, they went on ahead on to put up the money, something like that right there. He said $1,000 would have been enough to get to go to an auction. Oh yeah. You said 9,000 would have been in my pants. Oh, facts. I'm not. You don't sit $9,000 down, bitch. I don't sit $1,000 down. You don't sit in that. I don't remember now time of me going to a bank, withdrawing a large sum of money, and my antennas ain't up. My antennas is up until I get to where I need to get to with this paper. Which I'm watching everything. It ain't go to the bank, get that money, and then I'm going to go to get some gas, 7-Eleven or the racetrack or something like that, and then go to the mall or something, and then go to the grocery store, and then I make it back to the crib. No. We got to plan this type of stuff out. If you're not finna grab it and go spend it, but if you grabbing it and you going to just put it at the crib, then you need to grab it and go put it at the goddamn crib. Stop making all these damn stops. Move right along. I ain't gonna even hold you. I am not. If y'all just not coming on in, man. We also streaming live on Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter. Let's move it right along. We have a Cuban rapper. I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest. Stop using this term. This term need to be removed. It needs to be removed from your lexicon out here in these streets. You need to not be saying this about yourself anymore. But a Cuban rapper called Chocolate MC promoted bounty for LT Tiagir. I can't pronounce this. I think it's like a Mexican word or something like that, or a Cuban word. El Tiagir, accused killer. So somebody promoted the death of somebody who killed the rapper, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what this right here is all about, because I got confused about the title, but here we go.
Cuban reggaeton artist is facing charges, accused of posting on social media that he was willing to pay thousands of dollars to whoever killed an inmate for him. That inmate being threatened is currently awaiting trial for allegedly murdering Cuban singer El Tiger.
NBC6 reporter Kristen.
El Tiger, but they spell it Taiger. Go ahead.
Cologne joins us with the breakdown of how an online threat landed the singer behind bars.
I will give $20,000 to any inmate who kills him, said reggaeton artist Chocolate during an interview with Cuba Clips.
Oh, so it's not Chocolate MC, it's Chocolate MC. Oh, but isn't that the same as chocolate? Chocolate is the same as chocolate, right? Say 20 bands.
Interview with Cuba Clips.
Con el tema de Damián Valdés. Claro, porque eso es.
NBC6 has learned this interview is one of several threats the singer, whose real name is Josvani Sierra Hernandez, posted on social media against Damián Valdés Galloso, the man police say shot and killed reggaeton star El Tiger in October. El Tiger's killing shook the Cuban music industry. Video showed him getting shot in the head and his body dragged across a Miami home, allegedly by Valdés Galloso.
You're charged by arrest warrant with written threats to kill or do bodily injury and unlawful use of a communications device.
On top of offering up to $100,000 for the murder-for-hire plot against El Tiger's alleged killer, Chocolate also allegedly threatened the inmate with the prison gang that could kill him.
Por eso que puse la publicación.
People in prison have phones, Chocolate said. When they see we are offering $20,000, they will be surprised. Chocolate denies being a criminal and has pleaded not guilty. And the singer, whose charges include soliciting murder, was allowed to bond out of jail, and his attorney tells us his client is innocent. As for El Tiger's alleged killer, who prosecutors say was the victim in this new case, he is in jail until his trial. In Miami, Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
So you mean to tell me that if you, what is the term that he just used?
And has pleaded not guilty.
If you do what?
And the singer, whose charges include soliciting murder.
Soliciting murder. Soliciting murder is what I was just thinking about. So if you do that on public airways, social media, and stuff like that, then that is a crime. There shouldn't be like a whole bunch of people who be out here threatening people and, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, I get somebody to do something to you. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't these people be arrested also? No, they shouldn't. Did he say solicit?
Not guilty.
And
the singer, whose charges include soliciting murder.
Soliciting. I heard him right. Soliciting. Yeah, so my point is, so everybody else who does this on social media, they should also be arrested for soliciting murder and or soliciting bodily harm, right? I'm gonna beat you up when I see you. That's soliciting bodily harm, right? Just saying. So listen, I've been trying to tell people, the internet, the phones, and all that fly stuff right there, they is receipts. Everything we do that's on the internet is receipts. Everything that we do that's not on the internet but is in our phones and or computers is receipts. Basically, watch your mouth. Or if you don't care nothing about watching your mouth, do exactly what the Chocolate, MC Chocolate had done did and get yourself locked up out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. If you feel like you just can't keep it to yourself, that you will offer somebody some paper to go out on to kill some damn body, then you make sure that you get that thing recorded. For real, for real. Moving right along, I ain't gonna eat much. Dog you folk. Remember what time it is? It's 25 past the hour. 25 past the hour on this wonderful May the 29th. Y'all, we need some more thumbs up. We need some more thumbs up. We need support around here in these streets. I told y'all that they is not pushing me. They're not pushing me. So I need for y'all good people to share. Typically, yeah, it's terroristic threats and a 187 for hire. Yes. But we see a lot of this type of talk on social media. A lot of it be on World Star. A lot of it be on the Willie Williams show too, that I've done like in the past and all that fly stuff right there. We see a lot of hood arguments, upper scale arguments and stuff like that right there. But these people is not being arrested. That's a problem. Charges is not being brought. My whole thing is we should not hold one person accountable and don't hold the other 1,000 people accountable. It makes no sense. But just because he has a name for himself, then that's why they targeted him and want to make us be like, oh my God, we take terroristic threats serious. We play too much. Let me see what I got right now. Is we even over 100? We 25 per hour. Hold on. We over 100. Y'all said the pat on the back. Y'all made it over 100. What I am gonna do from not today because I'm already past the time. But as of tomorrow, I'm going back to we got to get this thing over 100 before we get the party started. Because for some reason, if I don't hold people accountable, if I don't push for what I want, if I don't demand change, then there will not be no change around here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? We got to get these numbers back up. They say when money is offered, it changes the game. That's a fact. That's a real fact out here, though. People is more likely to go through with some if you offer them some paper out here, as we all know. Parenting. Good mama. We got a good mama story. Got a real good mama story. How should I say this right here? I know people is going to answer this question like, oh my God, I wouldn't do it. But would you traffic like your daughter? Because like it's hard to traffic like your son because ain't nobody really trafficking males, is it? But would you traffic like your daughter or something like that right now? I'm just saying. Now, I know that a whole bunch of you ladies would say, oh, hell no, I wouldn't traffic my own baby like that right there. I would never. And I know a lot of you all would be like, women wouldn't traffic their babies and stuff because that's like their little girls and stuff. But these are the same little babies that will get aborted. These are the same little babies that will be given up for adoption. These are the same little babies that will be put inside the wall when you pull the thing down and put your baby in like it's a mailbox, and you push that thing back up and the bell get rung, and then somebody come and save your baby. You lead the same babies who get left inside of Walmart garbage cans and stuff like that right there. But we will have everybody who will say, "Oh no, I would never traffic my baby." That's what's up. We got a story out here. We got a story that I had done seen. I was like, this is a different type of court. We in South America. Or should I say a South American mother gets life. They gave this baby life. Now, this is not in the great United States of America. This did not happen in the great United States of America, but they done gave that baby life in jail for trafficking her daughter. Here we go.
A South African mother and two.
Look at that thick. See, now, hold on. This what y'all call thick. That right there is what y'all call thick. Then I had done told y'all that y'all been messing up words. Say, here go Willie bashing again. I'm not women bashing again. I'm just stating the facts. Here we go.
A South African mother and two accomplices were sentenced to life imprisonment on Thursday for trafficking her then 6-year-old daughter. Kelly Smith, her boyfriend, and their friend were convicted of kidnapping and trafficking the girl, Jocelyn Smith, after she disappeared from a small town in the Western Cape.
Do y'all even understand? They don't even have them in handcuffs.
In a trial that shocked the country, a witness said Kelly Smith told her she had sold her daughter to a traditional healer for $1,100, and the girl was desired for her eyes and skin.
Ooh, y'all see what's going on over in the motherland? Her 6-year-old child was desired for her eyes and her skin. What the hell going on over there in Africa? She sold her baby to a healer.
A witness said Kelly Smith told her she had sold her daughter to a traditional healer for $1,100, and the girl was desired for her eyes and skin.
I'm going to announce the sentences.
High Court Judge Nathan Erasmus, during the sentencing, said the fact Kelly Smith, her boyfriend Jack Winnapolis, and their friend Stevino Van Ryn were drug users was no excuse.
Oh, I think I like South Africa. They did not get to use the excuse that they were drug users. Nope.
He said there was nothing redeeming he could find that meant the harshest sentence shouldn't be imposed. Jocelyn Smith has still not been found, despite an extensive police search, and police appealed for more information at the sentencing. The case gained nationwide attention since the child went missing last year.
They gave the mother, the boyfriend, and his partner life. They have not found the baby yet. Wow. For her eyes and her skin. So how many of y'all think that the baby was light-skinned in it? I think that the baby was light-skinned in it, and it looked like her mama got some green eyes or something like that right there. Hold on. Is it green? Hold on.
To a traditional
healer. They're not green. But they look kind of cute with it, though. You know what I'm saying? They said the baby is somewhere in Europe, chilling, eating grits and shit. Yeah, but they say to a traditional healer. What is a non-traditional healer? I don't know what a traditional healer is. Wait, hold on. Let me ask my AI la. What is a traditional healer in South Africa? In South Africa, a traditional healer, often referred to as a sangoma, a sangoma, or an inyanga. Inyanga is a practitioner who uses traditional healing practices. Oh, I got a word wrong. A practitioner who uses traditional healing practices, including herbal medicines and rituals, and treat medicines and mental and spiritual ailments. Oh, all right. So they don't just like use God and stuff like that right there. They might be using a little voodoo or something like that right there. The old medicine. That's what they use. So traditional and stuff. But that baby has a good eyes.
For $1,100, and the girl was desired for her eyes and skin.
They use the term desire. How many of y'all going back to the motherland? I know, Willie, Africa is not just like one state. It got a whole bunch of countries. Africa is not just South Africa, but they fandangling 6-year-olds out here in the creek. Well, I'm not trying to say that as if we not fandangling 6-year-olds in the great United States of America, but I ain't heard one the way they saying what they desire on the 6-year-old or about the 6-year-old. This is new to me. I'm just saying. So, you said the old witch doctor, old voodoo priest out here in the street. Yeah. Look at these little homes though. I wonder if these houses going for like $250, $350,000 or something like that right there. Hold on. Damn, I'm trying to find these nice little mansions. The hell. Shout out to CC's World for being a member for 13 months. He say, Willie, why are my super chats not coming through? He say, I'm trying to start a $5 challenge. I appreciate that right there. Y'all trying. I have no idea what's going on with the super chat, but damn it, we got a $5 challenge that's trying to be started that just got started. Damn it, it just got started, y'all. I need the support out here in these doggone streets, and I appreciate you, CC. For real though. I wonder if they getting probably like $150,000 for that right now. At least you get to keep the land. You know what I'm saying? If you purchase a home, I think in places like Africa, then you get to keep the land out here in these streets. I don't need much, no. Moving right along, I ain't gonna need much hold you. We talked about this right here. Speaking of the kids and stuff like that, because we do care about the children and the welfare of the children, and you should not be trafficking your children. But if you're gonna traffic your children, at least get more than like $1,100. I don't know. I just think that we should, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, oh yeah. Yep. I sure enough got to do that right there. I got to do that right there. Appreciate you for the reminder. Appreciate you for the reminder. Let me grab that. What I finna say right there. I got it. Children and the things we claim to, society claims to care about children like we often say. And like I be saying, especially to you good mamas, because you is the only ones who can bring children to the planet. A lot of y'all don't know about nutrition, and you refuse to use, you refuse to study nutrition on what children should be eating and what children should not be eating. You all watch children go through all of these ups and downs and vaccinations and all of these things. They're eating the wrong foods and early deaths and early onset diseases and all this fly stuff. And you all refuse to do major like real studies on things that children go through and how to prevent certain things. And at least if you're going to bring them to this earth, at least have some information on what to feed the children. I just said all that fly shit right here because it sounded good just to say they finna change SNAP again. Like we just had done talked about. I think it was last week. I talked about SNAP. But the USDA signs in Indiana. We're going to Indiana now. SNAP waivers. They is finna remove soft drinks and candy from the state program. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think we spoke something about it like a week or two ago, to where I even think the federal government is trying to eliminate non-nutritional foods or sweets from SNAP. Because remember that lady had done said, well, you all, if you don't care about children, you will go along with this bill that's trying to be passed, and you don't care about child hunger and child death from hunger and stuff. And then we find out that they couldn't give us a number on how many children have died from hunger. But anyway, they finna remove candy. I think this is a positive.
We'll see you soon. Now at 5, Indiana will soon be among the first states to ban soda and candy purchases with SNAP benefits.
As CBS 4 State House reporter Hannah Adamson reports, some food insecurity experts say this move may not work as intended.
More than 600,000 Hoosiers, including 264,000 Hoosier kids, rely on SNAP. Starting January 1st of next year, Hoosiers relying on the program will no longer be able to buy soda or candy using those benefits.
Well, I got to stop right there. Shout out to CC for the $200 GoFundMe. Man, that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, we have a GoFundMe. GoFundMe is linked to the top of YouTube. I appreciate the support. I really, really do. That's what I'm talking about.
A major development for the governor's Make Indiana Healthy Again initiative, as the USDA approves a waiver allowing the Hoosier state to take sugary drinks and candy off of SNAP.
Love you
These
back.
executive orders make it easy for moms to do the right thing for their kids.
He said this makes it easier for moms to do the right thing. So it has been difficult for moms to do the right thing because there has been no bill in place, meaning that there has not been any guidance in place for moms to follow. Or there has been no rules for mama to follow. So this is kind of telling us without rules in place, these beautiful, loving mothers are going to go astray with what they feed their children. That is Dr. Oz. He looked like a politician at first, but I was like, I don't know, buddy.
Executive orders make it easy for moms to do the right thing for their kids.
The Braun administration says kids who rely on SNAP consume roughly 40% more soda than their non-SNAP counterparts.
That makes sense, though. You say, how come you never hear about these issues with single dads? That's a good question. Well, I think because we don't get food stamps like that. Listen, that's a good point. But we don't get stamps like that. We typically have to spend our hard-earned money. Typically, for the most part, single fathers, they don't get stamps. So for the numbers to be up amongst the kids when it comes down to the amount of kids who is getting more sugary drinks, of course they're getting more sugary drinks because they're not spending their hard-earned money.
Kids who rely on SNAP consume roughly 40% more soda than their non-SNAP counterparts. A statement from the governor reading in part, quote, more taxpayer-funded SNAP dollars are spent on sugary drinks and candy than on fruits and vegetables.
Facts. This whole generation of kids is damaged by chronic disease.
But some
facts. Say it again, RGK or RFK. Which one of them is he? RFK. Go ahead.
By chronic disease.
But some food
kids have chronic disease. This go back to y'all ladies who trying to have babies. Before you have babies, y'all need to look into all these things that be affecting children.
Insecurity experts argue the move might not work as intended.
This just doesn't do it.
Mark
He a Democrat.
Lynch with the Indie Hunger Network says SNAP dollars only account for 2/3 of food needed for a month.
If they want to buy the candy and the sugary drinks, they're going to continue to use their money and turn their SNAP dollars to the other things. So it doesn't really address the chronic health issues.
Lynch also
he said that this would not work the way that they would think it would work. Didn't I just had done said the reason that we don't be having these problems with single dads and stuff like that because we typically spend our own money. Anybody that's getting food stamps will buy more sugary stuff. Well, not anybody, but you will buy more of the things that you wouldn't normally buy because you're getting food stamps. I don't. If they gave me food stamps, I would buy more lobsters and shrimps and, steak. I would buy more of. If you is one who is not watching your health, you will buy more of the unhealthy stuff that everybody else be buying if you get you some damn food stamps. So how can he say that this won't benefit? This is why y'all got to stop listening to people. Go ahead.
Want to buy the candy and the sugary drinks, they're going
Work says SNAP dollars only account for 2/3 of food needed for a month.
2/3 of food. SNAP accounts for 2/3 2/3 of food. Now we're doing math right now. If you put a little circle and we make like 3, like 1, and then here's 2, and then it's 3. There's 3 spaces in the circle. If we shade in 2 of the spaces and then you only got 1 space that's not shaded in, that's all that's left. The 2 is the snap. The 1 is not the snap. That means that's more than half. He gonna throw out the doggone fractions on us as if we ain't go to school. Go ahead.
Dollars only account for 2/3 of food needed for a month.
If they want to buy the candy and the sugary drinks, they're going to continue to use their money and turn their SNAP.
If they want to buy the candy and the sugary drinks, they are going to spend their own money. That's a fact. But they will not be able to buy as much because they already ain't got no money like that. Think about it. You got these bitches getting $1,200, $500, $700, $1,200 worth of stamps, $1,500 worth of stamps. How much of that $1,200 or $1,500 do you think that is sugary items? Oh, my bad. 2/3. Go ahead, Pimp.
Dollars to the other thing. So it doesn't really address the chronic health issues.
Lynch
So what's the chronic health issue then?
also says the move doesn't fully address the needs of Hoosiers who can't easily access nutritious foods. According to a 2021 study commissioned by Agronovis, 1 in every 5 Hoosiers lives in food deserts.
And a food desert, we have researched the food desert thing multiple times, and I keep having to look it up because I keep forgetting it. The food desert refers to a geographical defined area, often in low-income neighborhoods where residents have limited access to affordable and nutritional foods, particularly from fresh fruits and vegetables. 1 in 5 people live in food deserts. Do y'all know that now Dollar General sell fruits and vegetables now though? Do y'all know now that you can go to like the racetrack? That's the gas station. You can go to Wawa and shit. They had a thing called fruits. I know that it's not as feasible, but you know, at least they do have like bananas and stuff in there too. And on this map, I don't know how wide this map is, but you mean to tell me it ain't a Walmart in there? It ain't the Publix, it ain't the Piggly Wiggly or Trader Joe's. It just, damn it, it ain't the Winn-Dixie. It ain't that. There's not one grocery store. I don't believe that. In damn near every corner store, they got some type of fruits. Are we or are they making excuses for why you can't feed your children better than what you feeding your children?
One study commissioned by Agronovis, 1 in every 5 Hoosiers lives in food deserts.
Say no, Willie. The question is, how much is that being sold to the streets? That's hell, probably 2/3. Go ahead.
Not very nutritious foods may be the only access that some folks have.
Did you hear that mess? Did you hear that right there? Watch it.
Foods may be the only access that some folks have.
Lives in food deserts.
Not very nutritious foods may be the only access that some folks have.
Not very nutritional foods may be the only access a lot of people have. He got a point. Damn, he got a point. I can't even argue. He got a point. But watch it. And we care about the children so much that we would not even remove the children from those parents who cannot feed the children healthy meals. Damn, I just thought about that right now. So if you can't feed your children nutritional foods, then maybe your children need to be taken away from you. The food desert. The food desert is a geographical defined area, often in low-income neighborhoods where residents have limited access to affordable and nutritional foods, particularly fresh fruits and vegetables. Every grocery store has fresh fruits and vegetables. Every grocery store. And then again, we got the Dollar Generals, and I think even some Family Dollars is doing it. We got some gas stations doing it. The corner stores is doing it. We make all the damn excuses. Listen, watch. Guess what? Broke people who, let's say homeless people, can't. Well, I can't use the homeless people as an example because they have to eat whatever they can eat. We're not talking about the homeless. We're talking about people who is getting government assistance. We're talking about people who work and have a few dollars. You can eat healthy. You can eat healthier than you is eating. This shit is not that difficult. Fruits tend to last like a good week. Hold on, fuck all that right there. I ain't got to do like no breakdown and all that fly stuff right there. We go everywhere we want to go. We party when we want to party. We go to clubs that's outside of our areas. We do everything we want to do. We can get a ride everywhere that we want to go. You mean to tell me that you can't get a ride to one of these grocery stores that sell fresh fruits? Is that what they're saying now?
Due to transportation issues, it really feels like it's an attack upon those who are most vulnerable in our society.
Those who are most vulnerable have children that they cannot nutritionally supply with food, nutritional food. I think I said something like that right now. And they still get to keep the kids. So is it that we care about the children or we want to keep people in this situation? If you removed all of the sugary items from every single store, guess the only thing that you would be able to buy? Nutritional stuff. And we would make nutritional stuff work. We would make nutritional stuff last. We would do everything that we're supposed to do to continue to survive. We throw non-nutritional stuff at children and ourselves just to get by, just to pass over the time, but we ain't doing nothing but killing ourselves more and more and more. Well, faster.
This comes as the president's One Big Beautiful Bill includes a $300 billion cut to SNAP over the next decade. Although it's unclear if that provision will survive in the Senate, House Republicans say they're confident the bill will cross the finish line by July 4th.
You need to do it by July 4th before we barbecue. It's always somebody on the other side who is trying to tell us why we can't do better. And it's typically on the Democratic side of why we can't do this because of this. The children is going to go hungry. Really? Do y'all know that they need to cut? Have y'all seen what y'all children eat in school? Have y'all seen your lunch menus? And then it goes back to, we shouldn't be eating every day either. You say, Willie, why don't they just make an EBT store where you can only shop for EBT foods? Oh, that is only healthy foods. Yeah, that's good. But then we is asking the government to start creating stores and all that fly stuff in every state, every city, and it'll just be too much out here in these streets. It's a great idea, but the cost that would come behind that right there is just She said one bell pepper for $5 out here. You say I just went to the food market and got a bag of apples, a big bag of cherries, green grapes, Concord grapes, 1 pound of nectarines, 1 pound of peaches, all for $18. See, that man tried to make excuses and being in the food desert and all that shit. We go everywhere we need to go. Now, a lot of people say, well, fruits, they perish fast. Well, then maybe we need to start investing in frozen fruits, which is way cheaper. Frozen fruits, things that you can put in the freezer and thaw out. You can get the fresh fruits, cut them up, put them in plastic jars or jars and glass jars and plastic bags and put them in the Frigidaire so they don't go bad really, really fast. There's plenty of ways to handle situations. And listen, to you mothers, because women is the main ones who go grocery shopping. To you mothers and single mamas and, you know, just mamas, period. Y'all getting peed in. You can't get not now one of them players who peeing in you to take you to the grocery store. When 9 times out of 10, the dude who is peeing in you is eating at your house also. He want a little ham sandwich or something too, don't he? Huh? Oh, he ain't got no car. Shh. Decisions. I think that they need to come out with a whole new law that's stating if you cannot feed your child the right food, the majority right foods, the nutritional foods, your child need to be taken away from you, because that should fall under child neglect. And if you have bad food in your house, it should fall under child endangerment. Oh, I couldn't be like in politics or nothing like that right there. If you have high sugar content foods in your house, that should be child endangerment. I'm talking about myself too. If you got a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, listen, I love me cinnamon, but I ain't had them in like months. But listen, if your children can easily get to the sugar, maybe we need to start treating the sugar like firearms. Because sugar is a killer. Sugar's a real killer. It's just kill you slow. That's why we don't take it that serious. Oh, you ain't gonna die today, but like you will surely die. But you're not gonna die today. You will eventually die. I'm just saying, move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. So listen, Linda. Speaking of stores, y'all just not coming on in. We're also streaming live on rumble.com, the Willie Williams Show. Say what it do. Say the 414 kill walking. Check it on in, the place to be up in these Rumble streets. I appreciate y'all for being around there. Y'all go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button, man, and the share button. Let people know that you outside, you inside, you watching the player. But damn it, let's act like we outside. Shout out to the people on Twitter and Twitch. That's what's up. Let's get these numbers up. We need some more support out here. Children got to go to school because they can't eat at home, but DCF won't take the churn away. What type of fly shit is that? Huh? Yeah. Listen. That sugar worse than crack. That sugar bad for us out here in these streets. Y'all, we need to get these lights up over 200. We is at 756. At 756, y'all, please remember to go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Subscribe to the website. Subscribe. Please remember to go around to the Willie Williams Show 7 channel, because we do have a number 7 channel to watch standalone videos, and go to the Accept and Agree channel. Subscribe. I need y'all watching and sharing all that fly stuff so we can continue to get the numbers of, say, the 502 Louisville, Kentucky is up in here. Say I did hit the like button. I appreciate that right now. You say sugar is a cane. And we know what else is a cane. For real though. Listen, why y'all ain't tell me what was going on? I heard that black folks were going to start to do what I'm about to go ahead on and talk about, what the title is. To say black folks DEI boycott of Target is working. Black folks that came together and said we going to do something together. You is lying to me. Y'all done did something as a unit. Shut the front door. Hold on, I'm finna go on to get up on here. And I didn't know the person who was leading the charge was Pastor Jamal. Shout out. I think his name is Pastor Jamal Bryant. And Pastor, let me go and put Buddy up on the screen. Listen, they say that Target done lost a hell of a lot of money, but I didn't know that black folks was boycotting for the DEI of all of the. It's supposed to be of all of the companies who dropped their DEI program. That's did what is the acronyms for it? Did not earn it or something like that right now. Didn't didn't earn it. And that was places like Target, the Walmarts, what it was, Sears and Roebuck, something like that, J.C. Penney's or something. It was some of the dollar companies. I didn't know that it was companies like Dollar General. I was like, Dollar General had DEI? That's what's up. You say Target been too damn high. That's really what the problem been. But they say that it's because of you people. Here we go.
Blaming DEI, that's what one of America's biggest companies is doing, as Target reported a slump in sales. The CEO pointing fingers in part at what he called the reaction to the updates we shared on belonging in January. Now, that statement is according to CNBC. What the CEO is referring to was translated much more bluntly by one analyst who said, quote, Target is struggling after strategic missteps on DEI. And that is because people across the country have been boycotting the retail giant since March. And this is the man leading the growing effort.
It is not because of tariffs. It is not because of the stock market. It is because of the power of Black unification and the Black dollar. $12 trillion in spending power is not anything that we should laugh at.
That's Pastor Jamal Bryant of Atlanta, and he joins me now. And Pastor Bryant, I'm glad to have you back. When we first spoke, it was when you were in the very early days of this. And now here we are, the Target CEO saying he's not satisfied with the recent performance. He attributes it in part to the, quote, updates they shared on belonging. What's your response to that?
That all of this is avoidable. Brian is fully aware that the African-American spending dollar has a whole lot of muscle, and his betrayal to our community has repercussions and consequences. As a consequence, the stock has plummeted, that valuation has gone down, and even his own salary has been slashed, all because he's been dishonorable and not integrous with the Black community.
So you mean to tell me that it's because Black folks ain't been spending their money at Target? How many of y'all is like real Target shoppers? I don't even see a lot of Targets. I know where there's one Target at, but that's in Central Florida. That's up in like that's in Orlando or Kissimmee area, but that's just one Target. Like, I don't know any other Targets in Central Florida. But go ahead though.
So how long do you intend to continue this?
Good question.
Until something shifts. We've got staying power. We've got a model. The Montgomery bus boycott 70 years ago went 381 days.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that they went that long with that boycott. The best way to boycott, like they always say, is with your money. With your money. That's the best boycott that you can ever do. Don't put your money into it. So the main focus right now is Target, but I thought that they was boycotting everywhere all at one time. But go ahead.
And our community is resolved and focused and intentional that we're not going to spend our dollars where we're not honored and where we're not appreciated.
Okay, now honored and appreciated. This is what I don't understand. Do y'all know that there's Black people that work at Target? Like, still to this day, like there's Black people who work in all of these places that have removed the DEI. Walmart got a shit ton of Black folk. Dollar General, shit ton of Black folks. All of these companies got a lot of Black folks. So I don't understand. But how many of you all knew that we supposed to have been boycotting Target though?
So other companies that have scaled back their DEI programs to varying degrees include Lowe's, McDonald's, Walmart, Amazon in some respects. So are you looking at expanding this beyond Target?
Whoa, slow down. She say McDonald's. Shit. I don't know if y'all gonna boycott McDonald's, but hold on.
DEI programs to varying degrees include Lowe's, McDonald's, Walmart, Amazon, and some
Walmart, Lowe's.
Some respects. So are you looking at expanding this beyond Target?
Yeah, good question.
Oh, no, we're very clear. Over 17 companies have walked away from diversity, equity, and inclusion. But we decided with resolve and intentionality that we were going to do one at a time.
Oh, we're going to boycott these companies one at a time. Now, I listened to this video because I really want to know what he was talking about. Shout out to our Dodger Trap for being a member for 36 months. He say he is he's sassy frat passer. He is sassy fat passer selling lies to our community in the name of the Lord. But he swallowed up TD fakes. Got to be more careful. Listen. He said, I ain't ate McDonald's in over 10 years and I ain't shop at Target in over 15. I'm trying to tell I don't know. The only people I know who would shop at Target on the regular is older women. That's what I know, but I guess it's more than that that's shopping there. So we're going to boycott them one at a time? Y'all know what that do, right? I just want y'all to understand, like, see, in Montgomery, the boycott, it lasted a really, really long time, right? 300 and some days. What them people did was they gave each other rides to work and the masses walk to their jobs. They didn't have other bus companies. I'm going to say that there again. To get where black folks needed to go, there was no other bus companies, if I'm not mistaken. Or wasn't there a black bus company though? But anyway, they started walking and carpooling the ones who had vehicles. They didn't have other bus companies to go ahead on and, all right, we finna use this bus company and not your bus company. See, when we boycott one business like Target, guess where the losses that Target took, the gains go to the other companies that y'all gonna boycott when y'all get ready. If we boycott Target, bitch, I'm gonna go to Walmart. If we boycott Walmart and Target, I'm gonna go to Amazon. I understand. It seems to me that they done thought a lot of things through. I think they thought a lot of things through, and I give them credit for that right there, because a lot of times we just be talking and we don't be thinking things through. But if you're saying that 17 companies is the problem and you want to make a statement, then we should be boycotting 17 companies and making a statement. Again, you boycott one, you put the money in the other companies that you tend to boycott. Now watch this. When they stop the Target boycott and start on Walmart and or Amazon, guess what people gonna do? There is gonna be an influx in sales at Target. It's just how it go.
Target is the first, it is not the last.
Okay.
And another company is going to be coming on the radar in the next couple of weeks.
In the next couple of weeks, there'll be another one. All right. So I want to ask you one thing, though, when you talk about the power of the black dollar, and it is just the flip side, right? That you're showing that power when it comes to Target, but there are black entrepreneurs who are also selling at Target who are negatively impacted by this as well.
Black entrepreneurs who have their products in Target, who is hurting behind the boycott. Do we have a plan for these people? Let's see.
A new report from the Wall Street Journal, they went through sales of Play Pits, which is black owned. They said sales at Target of that product have fallen about 30% since April.
Woo.
Beautiful Curly Me also.
Whoa. Play Pit. I got to write these black owned companies down. Hold on. Play Pit has dropped 30 something.
A new report from the Wall Street Journal, they went through sales of Play Pits, which is black owned. They said sales at Target of that product have fallen about 30% since April. Beautiful Curly Me also attributing reduced sales.
Beautiful Curly Me. I have no idea what that is. Is that like some hair products or something?
To your boycott. So,
but how much did they fall? Hold on.
30% since April. Beautiful Curly Me also attributing reduced sales to your boycott. So
reduced sales. All right. She didn't give a number.
What do you say to those business owners, right? Who are members of the communities that you are, conducting this boycott on behalf of?
Okay. Come on, player. Talk. Talk to us.
No, we're so mindful of them. That's why we partnered with the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
Over 250,000 people have signed up at targetfast.org. And when they do so, we send them a digital directory of over 150,000 Black businesses across the country. We want to support those businesses. We're just not going to do it at Target. And so we'll do it directly through them and through their online platforms. Additionally, over Resurrection Weekend, 5 mega churches transformed their space into mega malls, a bullseye Black markets. So 100 vendors would go into those respective cities and support. We want to see them thrive and we want to see them soar, and we're going to put our muscle and our money behind them.
All right. Well, Pastor Brian, I appreciate your time and thank you very much.
Okay. I can say shout out to them for having a plan. They have a plan. Yeah, so they is going to patronize them. Is it patronize? Patronize them on their online platform. So it go directly to them and they not giving a cut to Target. Well, I can't really say a cut to Target because Target has already bought the product from them. If Target have y'all items in their store, they already bought your products. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, going straight to the online platform. Now that makes sense. That's a good thing as long as the word is out to where, okay, you go around to here, damn it, we got to patronize these people. We got to patronize these people. We got to give these people some doggone money. Hold on. Let me go back over here. Let's see. You said beautiful curly me. Oh, wait. Beautiful curly me. Oh yeah, you did say that. That's a baby doll. Oh, it's a Black baby doll. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta put it up on the screen. I ain't leave much no. Shut the front door. We got Black baby dolls. Oh, and shout out to the model. Shout out to the model. That's black hair right there. Shout out to the model. I'm glad that they did it like this right here. This is black hair. This is not the stuff that y'all buying, the 1A and the 1B canacolons and shit. No. This ain't straight and wavy. I say straight and wavy. This black hair. And this has been in Target. You know the sad part, I have not seen this on Instagram. I've not seen this on TikTok. I've not seen videos about this on YouTube. But this is in a white-owned store. The one that's being boycotted. Let me say that part right there again. I have not seen this on any of these platforms. I have not seen the blackest of the blackest, pro-blackest people do videos about this. Like this is just beautiful. Beautiful curly me. Oh my God. Why haven't y'all been seeing something like this explode on the internet? Why? And I'm not saying that even white folks had to promote this. Why ain't black folks doing it on their platforms? Wow, this is cool. Or is it we just be talking? Because I've heard over the years of where people make the complaints, well, why we don't have black Barbie dolls, and now we got some black Barbie dolls that's created by black folks. This is black owned right here. Because there have been black Barbie dolls back in the days when I was coming up and stuff like that right there. But even with those black Barbie dolls, guess what they had? Straight hair. It's amazing. It is amazing. I'm just saying, it's amazing. But shout out to Doc UFO for taking the stand. But I just have to say it how I had done said. If you just gonna boycott one, the money is going to go to the other companies that you intend to boycott in the future. It's just how it go. And I truly don't think people gonna boycott Amazon in the masses. Black folks, I don't think black folks is going to boycott Amazon in the masses. Why? Because people do just like I do. I can think about it, type that shit in my phone, pay for it. Now, yes, of course, you can go to other sites. You can be mindful and go to other sites and stuff like that. Yes, you can. And that may be something that you should do. I don't think, and I could be wrong. But shout out to Doggy for standing up for something. Which is still strange because black folks is still hired by these companies. Let me say something else. So these companies, they dropped the DEI, right? Did they fire people? I don't know. I'm asking you good people. Did they fire people when they removed the DEI programs? Huh? You say Amazon is more convenient and trustworthy. And when I tell y'all trustworthy, bitch, you can return some shit. I like Amazon. Amazon ain't doing all that doggone arguing. Amazon will send you a return thing and just drop that shit off. All right. Okay. And then if you mess up and if you is a seller that's on Amazon and you get, I think it's like 2 bad things, 2 bad selling things or something, like you've been trying to get over or something like that right there, you off the platform. Yeah, we ain't playing with you. They remove you off of that right there. You say eBay is not good for items. See, Amazon jumped way in front of eBay. They jumped way in front of eBay real fast of when they had that. Well, not real fast. It took a long time, but because of the standard that Amazon have, it's hard, boy. It's hard to compete with Amazon. But now, shout out to eBay for having them items that you can't find on Amazon, especially like car parts. Oh, man. eBay is one of the best places to go for car parts in case y'all need car parts. I'm trying to let y'all know. Shout out to C-Note for the $4.99 super chat. He said, why these mega churches don't have grocery stores and or something similar to Walmart? Great question. Mm-hmm. That's a damn good question right there. Huh? But they want you to sow a seed though. Sow a seed for 1,000. Go ahead. Shout out to We Count Money over here for the $1 cash app. You say 106,000 black women lost their jobs last month. I heard somebody was doing a show, or a few people I saw done a show about that right there. I have not. Let me see where they was getting that there from. 106,000 black women lost their jobs. Let's see where they was getting that there from. Was that in USA Today or something like that right there? Black women lost 106 jobs in in April. But wait. But did they say that this was due to DEI? And then we have to think about this right here too. If it was due to DEI, they started the boycott before April. Huh? According to the latest U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics report, 106,000 black women lost their job as of April. That's not a rounding error. That's a crisis. While the overall U.S. unemployment rates held steady at 3.9%, unemployment for black women surged to 6.1%, the largest increase of any group. I'm gonna have to look at a full article to really give like a breakdown to really see the jobs. I want to see the jobs, like what type of jobs. And then y'all got to think about it. That's 106,000 black women. It says nothing about black men. So I wonder what was these jobs though. I'm gonna have to find like a really, really good article that's breaking it down, because I don't just want people just to be out here saying something. But if y'all know where I can find a really, really good article that's breaking it down, something that is replicable, so I can go ahead on and look on into it and let y'all know what I think. Just say it's expensive to ship from Amazon, eBay, Temu, and Shine. You say the government and remote jobs was lost. Oh well, hell. I think that black women were like the most employed in government jobs. Over black, way over black men. Way over black men. I've known about that right there for years though. You said that Walmart started offering returns from home. Somebody would pick it up. You was lying to me. You said, and black men wasn't working. Got to be more careful. I'm just saying. You say right now, black women are sparring. We are really, really smart. They are, yeah. They are really, really smart. Listen. Whew. Oh, they was all government jobs. Oh, well, hell, yeah, because we is cutting from like the government. So now all of them with their little government jobs. So that should let us know that there's going to be a lot of people in the unemployment. Well, there is a lot of people in the unemployment line. A lot of bills they will not get paid. A lot of debt they will not get paid. You say that's that Dodge. That's that Dodge. That's that Dodge. You say Asian women are the most educated, then white, then black. Well, yep. You're right about that right there. See, I was trying to say that black women are shining. We are showing up and we are showing out. Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. But I don't know what the 106 gonna do out here. That 106,000 jobs across the country. Rent stopped getting paid. Mortgages. Car notes. Think about all the people who just got cars this year. Because they've been on their good government jobs. You know what they say about government jobs. Anyway, moving right along. I ain't gonna even hold you. We have a man who is charged. Oh, you was lying to me? Hold on. I gotta grab it. Better than this right here. Got a situation out here. Man, we got some news out here. We have an Indiana man, I'm guessing, who is charged with attempted murder after allegedly trying to kill his wife, his estranged wife, twice. Is he a basketball player?
No.
But first, a disturbance turns deadly on the east side. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bob Donaldson.
And I'm Chelsea Helms. IMPD believes a 19-year-old was killed this morning during a dispute over a gun. Within the last hour, the coroner ID'd that man as Larice Pate. He was killed in that shooting on Gladstone Avenue near Washington and Sherman around 3:30 this morning. Police tell us multiple people were involved in this, but no arrests so far. An Indianapolis man is accused of repeatedly trying to kill his estranged wife.
CBS 4's Jesse Wells explains why domestic violence awareness advocates say cases like this one can be a lesson for everyone.
The victim claims her husband first got behind the wheel and tried to run her over and kill her. That took place here outside the Goodwill outlet where she works. When that failed, the next day the suspect allegedly became even more violent. Breaking into this east side home on Graham Avenue through a window and sneaking upstairs, police believe 46-year-old Carlton Gray fired 5 shots, shooting his wife in the leg and threatening to kill her current boyfriend. That shooting took place less than 24 hours after the same suspect allegedly tried to drive over the pair at this.
tried to drive over the pair, both of them.
Goodwill parking lot. According to court records, the shooting victim told police she separated from Gray in March, and since the breakup, the suspect has repeatedly harassed her at work, called her dozens of times, and said on multiple occasions, "I'm going to kill you." While the victim survived her injuries, domestic violence awareness advocates say cases like this illustrate that exiting a volatile relationship can be a dangerous and deadly time.
Leaving a domestic violence relationship, the lethality level goes up when you are leaving that relationship.
Daniette Smith with Indie Champions urges people to reach out for help and develop a safety plan if anyone feels they could be harmed by their domestic partner.
The big picture is that if you know that you're leaving a relationship that is dangerous, that you want to reach out to an advocate to make sure that you do develop a safety plan.
In addition to attempted murder, Gray is also charged with burglary, intimidation, and unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon. Finally, the suspect is due in court for his initial hearing on Thursday. In the meantime, the court set his bond at $200,000. Jesse Wells.
Didn't I just do the story yesterday or the day before yesterday to where the ex shot the ex, tried to shoot her in the head, and she blocked it with her hand, and her hand got blown off because he bust his way in the house with a AR-15 and shot her and shot the fiance inside his kneecap. And then we went to the story, and they had just broke up, probably like a couple months, like 2 months prior. She already had a fiance. Well, this lady here broke up with him in March, which is May. She got a new boyfriend. She broke up with her husband.
Speaking upstairs, police believe 46-year-old Carlton Gray fired 5 shots, shooting his wife in the leg and threatening to kill her current boyfriend. That shooting took place less than 24 hours after the same suspect allegedly tried to drive over the pair.
He tried to drive over the pair less than 24 hours. He came up shooting this shit.
This Goodwill parking lot. According to court records, the shooting victim told police she separated from Gray in March.
In March. It's over. We separating and divide. It's April the 29th today. You got you a whole new man. I keep trying to tell y'all players, these ladies gonna get you killed out here in these streets, man. These ladies gonna get you killed out here in these streets. Do y'all know that he is a multi-convicted felon? Watch what he say about him.
Since the breakup,
he has a lengthy criminal history.
The suspect has repeatedly harassed her at work, called her dozens of times, and said on multiple occasions, "I'm going to kill you."
And that's something that women don't believe. Multiple occasions, "I'm going to kill you," but you get a whole new man. Do y'all even be understanding why women get men after they break up with a violent man, as they say? Because they want the man that they just not getting with to defend her from him because she's afraid of him. If he do something, I know that this man gonna jump on him. This man is gonna protect me with his life. And they be right. But she didn't ever believe, "I'm gonna kill you." Oh, hell no.
While the victim survived her injuries, domestic violence awareness advocates say cases like this illustrate that exiting a volatile relationship can be a dangerous and deadly time.
Leaving a domestic violence relationship, the lethality level goes up when you are leaving that relationship.
But what y'all not telling these women is how in the hell you get a new somebody in a couple months, knowing your ex still wants to be with you, calling you, coming around to see you. What type of conversations is y'all having in these DV situations, in these DV houses and or facilities and programs? What is y'all telling these women?
Daniette Smith with Indie Champions urges people to reach out for help and develop a safety plan if anyone feels they could be harmed by their domestic partner.
The big picture is that if you know that you're leaving a relationship that is
Hell yeah. Listen, you better off not breaking up. You live a little longer. Do y'all even understand? I'm gonna keep explaining it to you people, to you ladies. Men is not just showing how much they love you for no reason. It's something that you all is doing that the man has to show you how much he loves you. You ain't got to believe me. Do y'all know that these relationships can be fixed? I would say about 90% of the time, the relationships, they can be fixed. A lot of times, all you ladies have to do is this. A lot of times, all you ladies have to do is this. It will level out your relationship. I promise you that. By 90% of them can be saved.
Dangerous that you want to reach out to an advocate to make sure that you do develop a safety plan.
In addition to attempted murder, Gray is also charged with burglary, intimidation, and unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon.
By a serious violent felon. And this is her. She was married to a serious violent felon. Decision. Don't I keep saying that? These women make these decisions to get with these dudes, and y'all love a dude who is seriously violent. y'all love that shit until the violence turns against y'all. Well, when y'all perceive it as violence, but it's actually love. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. I feel nothing for the decisions that y'all be out here making. I mean, literally, I have nothing. Because you grown, can't nobody tell you nothing. You is an adult. You do what you want to do. You go where you want to go. You say what you want to say. This is your mouth. You absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. I don't know how to help. Nope. See, I'm gonna try to help, and I'm gonna say something, and then you gonna say all that stuff that I just said that you gonna say, and then I can't help no more. Your mouth is your biggest problem. Y'all's mouths is your biggest problem. Have y'all noticed how so many other women never had these problems? Do y'all know how there's so many women like in y'all family, maybe friends of the family or something, never have these types of problems? And then when these types of women, which is rare, which is really, really rare, when these types of women try to put y'all up on game of how to have like a better relationship, a better marriage, and all that fly stuff, y'all don't want to hear that shit. Because you feel super liberated. I ain't got to put up with this. Well, what? You ain't got to be quiet? That's what's up. So the one who don't be quiet gets shot at, get ran over, get their little boyfriend shit shot on up. The one who don't want to be quiet. But the one who knows when to talk and when to shut up, knows how not to push a situation, knows how to conflict resolute, know how to calm a man down in situations. Huh? It ain't nothing like a good a good woman knows how to calm a situation down. Like a really, really good woman that want to live, she know how to calm a situation down. And pretty much all of you women knows what ticks your man off. You know that your man don't like his joint roll and Dutch Masters. You know he like backwoods. You know what I'm saying? You know that your man don't like Bud Ice. He like Budweiser. You know your man don't like Heineken's. He like Corona. You know what I'm saying? You know your man don't like Tootsie, pink cocaine. He just like regular raw. Raw white. Y'all know these types of things. Yeah. He don't like beef hot dogs. He like pork hot dogs. You know what'll set your man off. And y'all still will set your man off. I'm trying to help. You said that your mom used to call you to calm your daddy down. See. And that's a great thing. When y'all know what can calm the man down, y'all better use everything in y'all power to calm that man down, because when a man is mad, shit get destroyed. Shit can really get destroyed. Shit go left. You know. Shit get really, really bad because we have so much strength. We have strength. Yes, and women don't even understand that they have power. So many of you ladies don't understand that y'all have power. Especially when y'all hear this word submissive. Y'all don't even know you have to have power to submit. It's power in submissiveness. I don't, but y'all not being taught right. Y'all is truly not being taught right. And then, like, what's going around on the internet, that if I'm submissive, then he gets to run everything and he gets to do all this. And that further be letting me know that y'all really ain't been in no type of relationships. Because if y'all really do understand, and if y'all understood the power of a woman, there's a lot of times that you can make your man think that he's making the decision when you actually made the decision for him. But if y'all really had some real like communication skills and really understanding, a strong understanding of psychology, you can make somebody believe that they made a decision. And the decision was actually not made by them. It actually was made by you or someone else. Yeah, they don't teach that shit in school right there. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. Because a lot of you all look at like your elders, like your grandma and them and your granddad is them, as if your grandma didn't have no power. I think grandmas had some hell of a power. But y'all were, man, but granddad was out here having a whole nother family and shit. But guess what happened? Granddaddy bought that check home. Grandma didn't work like that. Granddaddy worked like that. Granddaddy never missed a bill. They never went lacking for food. Nothing never got cut off. That man worked and bought that check home. While grandma had the ability to stay home. Boy, if that ain't power, I don't think that y'all be understanding. He was subject to the food. I don't want to go that deep. He put his life in that woman's hands. The food she fed him. She could have knocked him off at any given time. She could have made him sick at any given time. He gave her the power to feed him whatever he thought or whatever they believed was nutritional. Shout out to Cino for the 199 super chat. Submission is power. Wars have been started. Facts. Ladies, when I be trying to tell y'all, dog, that y'all is not being taught right because Patricia out here teaching y'all. Well, not y'all, because y'all get it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like the new people coming in and listening to stuff like that right there. You all got to move out your own way. You ladies really got to move out your own way. Women have way more power than y'all think y'all do. even when y'all think that men is holding y'all down, we actually not. Pretty much everything in our power is to please women. Y'all just won't do this because y'all want to be men. Y'all want to act as the men. I don't I don't understand. But somebody done told y'all. Somebody done told y'all that the way relationships used to be is wrong. But I do understand that a lot of y'all want to be whores and you want to whore yourself out. I get it. I truly understand, and I think that you should be able to whore yourself out. But once you finish whoring yourself out and whatever type of man that you get, you better learn to shut up. You need to learn to shut up. I don't know why y'all want to make life harder than what it is out here in these streets. Speaking of making decisions, we done went undercover, Bill. We done went undercover out here in the doggone street in the great state of Florida. My state, stand your ground state, but speech go home state. Please don't run up. We in fifth of our life state. We out here buying monkey. We out here selling monkey. But we done went undercover in the video with some human trafficking going on in the great state of Florida. We have a trafficking sting operation that we just had done wrapped on up. We have captured men and women. We is arresting men and women in the great state of Florida for slanging that monkey and buying that monkey. Here we go.
Correspondent Angie Moreski went inside a major undercover sting in Central Florida aimed at stopping human trafficking.
She and photojournalist Nathan Aaron were there as law enforcement worked through the night.
I'm national investigative correspondent Angie Moreski with a Spotlight on America exclusive. We're here at a hotel room in Central Florida embedded with law enforcement for a massive undercover operation to fight human trafficking. Photojournalist Nathan Aaron and I watched all the action into the wee hours of the morning for this 9-day operation and have a rare and fascinating look behind the scenes.
Can you show yourself?
This exclusive surveillance video shows an undercover detective posing as a customer with a suspected prostitute who just arrived at his hotel room.
Oh.
Hidden cameras capture it all as a Polk County Sheriff's supervisor watches every move from another room across the hall, signaling to the takedown team ready and waiting to go in for the arrest.
I knew it.
The suspect is bound with
She said, I knew it. As soon as the police came, I knew it. This ain't right.
zip ties and quickly taken to another room to be processed where we talked with her. How did you end up here?
I'm just being perfectly honest. Life is life. Bills don't stop. I have kids to feed. I have bills to pay.
We got.
I like her. I like her. She kept it 100. She kept it 100.
We talked with her. How did you end up here?
I'm just being perfectly honest. Life is life. Bills don't stop. I have kids to feed. I have
bills don't stop.
Bills to pay.
I got bills to pay, baby. She ain't made no excuse that I'm being trafficked. Men is taking advantage of me. Bitch, I got churn and bills don't stop. She right. Go on, sister.
We got confirmation of exchange deal.
Lieutenant Bobby Kirkpatrick is the operation commander.
All right, move in, take him down.
Who oversees every detail of the 9-day mission. Before your guys go in there to arrest, they have to close the deal.
That is correct. Some type of discussion, agreement, sex act, and something of monetary value.
All right, she's out on the second floor.
But he says it's about more than prostitution.
Omaha.
Their main goal is to fight human sex trafficking. How big of a problem is human trafficking?
It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem all over the United States.
Sheriff, here we are in the takedown room.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd is the driving force behind the operation.
Welcome to Polk County.
Under his watch, they've conducted major stings like this for the past 15 years.
Y'all see, listen, there's a lot of women in here now. They go 4 right there. They're 4 on the wall.
Under his watch, they've conducted major stings like this.
Right at that point, it's just 4 on the wall, and it's 4 dudes that's sitting down in the chairs.
Under
over there.
his watch, they've conducted major stings.
All right, we got 1, 2, 3. We got 5 or 6. Well, he is a decoy. He is like a decoy. But we got 5 dudes and we got 4 chicks in here trying to slang that monk. Go ahead, baby.
It's like this for the past 15 years.
No one has the right to traffic another human being. No one has the right to treat a human being like their property.
Human sex trafficking is described as a form of modern-day slavery with an estimated 100 to 150,000 victims nationwide.
How we be knowing all these big numbers, though, and we can't seem to remove them from this little trafficking thing? They say the woman won't get 1 year combined. Oh, I'm in agreement with that.
The highest number of cases reported in California, Texas, and Florida.
The 3 biggest states, ain't it?
At least 4 potential human trafficking victims were identified during the sting, including this woman who left her 4-year-old child in the car with a suspected trafficker, also arrested.
Now, she claimed that she been trafficked. She left her 4-year-old in the car with the trafficker to come up there and slang some monkey. But we can't see her face because she's been trafficked, because she's a victim.
Judge says many victims are undocumented immigrants.
Y'all even understand? Y'all understand? She said that she's a victim. She left her child in the car. That way he knows that she'll come back. But if you leave your child in the car and you go up to a hotel room, you have to go past the front desk and you got to go upstairs. And even once you get inside of the room, you have these things called phones in every single room. At any given point, this grown woman could call the police and say, bitch, my baby done been kidnapped and my child is outside in the car with the kidnapper. My child has been kidnapped. Every police officer, who? Just gonna get out there and get out the buddy. You ain't got to be slinging no monkey, but they such, in my opinion, liars.
The trafficker also arrested. Judge says many victims are undocumented immigrants. Why is it important to do this?
And believe it or not, we rescue a lot of people with these human trafficking operations.
I think now, I know that they say that they rescue a lot, but in my opinion, like I've been telling y'all for the longest, women use this as an excuse to not be looked at as a criminal. They use this excuse to be looked at as a victim. Not everybody is a victim. So I do understand, okay, this person said that they traffic it. All of these people say that they traffic it. All right, so we got to add that to the little numbers. But I don't believe that the numbers be correct because women lie.
He's on the second floor now walking.
We've been here for about an hour now on day 6 of the sting. We've already seen 3 takedowns, and they're teeing up for yet another one. The arrests come fast as the hour gets later, with both alleged customers and suspected prostitutes caught. A total of 255 people were arrested.
Oh, stop now, hell. Because first they get, we might know some people. But first they gave us the picture of the dudes. Okay, I don't know nobody up here. I don't recognize nobody up here. So they were seeking prostitutes. But what this need to go ahead on to tell you good people, and I'm pretty sure that at least 2/3, remember we learned that number earlier, at least 2/3 of these dudes have a little la-la. At least 2/3 of these men have a significant other. At least. I would go for 90% of them have significant others. And they trying to buy monkey. So think about all of the other people who was not at that hotel who was trying to buy monkey in this 9-day sting. There's men all across the country trying to buy monkey. There is men in the same state who just did not get caught up in this little thing, who tried to buy monkey, who bought monkey. There's millions of men who buy prostitutes. And there's millions of men who buy prostitutes who is in relationships. What does that tell people? What should that tell you all about men? I'm going to answer it for you. Monogamy is not natural. It's not a natural thing for men. It just is not a natural thing. If you have 1 million men in relationships, I would take 900 and let's just say about 900,000 trying to hunt something else. It's not natural. Let's go to this screen.
People were arrested.
Now these is the prostitutes. I don't know none of these babies. Now I should know them, right? Ooh, boy, she look like she about 16 up in there. But everybody is an adult. So remember, the faces that is blacked out, these is the ones who have been allegedly trafficked. All of these women is not trafficked. They just selling monkey. So shout them out for not even using the excuse of being trafficked. They just trying to keep it 100. Bitch, I got bills. Bitch, these bills still, damn it, bills don't stop. I'm trying to see, is there any teachers up here, something like that right now? Is there any lawyers, people with degrees? A lot of them, they look like they got degrees, though. I see why a few of y'all selling that money. Dangerous out here in this screen. Y'all cannot get y'all a man who at least got a good job. I just...
Arrested. Among the most notable arrested, this former NFL player with Carolina and Tampa Bay, Adarius Taylor, who officials say left his 6-year-old autistic son in the car.
You need your ass whooped. Listen, you is an ex-football player. Do anybody know, buddy? Do anybody know this football player? Because I haven't heard of him, but I'm not into sports like that right there anymore.
Tampa Bay, Adarius
He played for Tampa Bay?
Taylor, who officials say...
Adarius, you left your little 6-year-old boy about that monkey. You left your 6-year-old autistic son in the car about that monkey. I don't even know what to say. You left your 6-year-old autistic son in the car? By some cooter wooter? You used to play football? I don't understand. Say, Willie, why some pics blacked out? The ones who was blacked out is the ones who said that they was trafficked. Yep. Because we don't want to show the victim's face. So that's why they blocking them out. You went to the hotel. Hold on. You used to play football and you ain't got no hole? I don't understand.
Arrested this former NFL player with Carolina and Tampa Bay, Adarius Taylor.
You played in 2 states. Hold on. Adarius Taylor. You 34? You 34 and you couldn't... What, he played like the defensive line or something like that, brother? He was number 57, 53, 57, and 4. He was American former football player. He was a linebacker. He played for the NFL. So why he don't play for the NFL no more? Do anybody know why he don't play for the NFL no more? You say if he had child locks on, then it's all good. That's what's up. You say Darius looked like hysterectomy material. What the hell? He was a bench warmer, but he at least made like what? Like $500,000 a year or something, didn't he? Yeah. He was a linebacker. Yep. He was a linebacker as far as what they saying. Yada. Former who appeared in 88 regular season games with 18 starts over 7 seasons. Oh, so he was a starter though. He was a starter. He was born in 1990. Boy, Jesus. Little young boy here. He played for the Carolina Panthers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Cleveland Browns, and he played college football, East Arizona College, for FAU. He also played Canadian football. That's what's up. He had got a I got some numbers. On May the 10th, 2014, the Carolina Panthers signed Taylor to a 3-year contract for $1.53 million contract that included a signing bonus of $16,000 throughout training camp. Taylor competed for a roster spot against some other dudes. And on August the 30th, 2014, Taylor was waived as part of the Panthers' final roster cuts, but was signed to the team practice squad on September the 1st, 2014. So he had at least made over $1 million before taxes. Before taxes, so after taxes, he probably had about 800,000. You know what I'm saying? Probably 773 or something like that right there. But you was a ball player. Now you in hotels buying little coochies.
Who officials say left his 6-year-old autistic son in the car. Nothing to say? He buried his head when we tried to talk with him.
See, right there, you would want to give her an elbow, and I do understand that you couldn't give her an elbow because you already is in trouble, and you don't want to get assault on a female because it's just going to be a problem. But I would hate to have a bitch sitting right next to me knowing that I just got caught trying to buy a little coochie, and I done left a little 6-year-old inside the goddamn car, and you going to say, you ain't got nothing to say, huh? Bitch, I'll slap fire at you as soon as I get out of your handcuff hole and get put right back in handcuffs, oh. Get violent with it, little bitch. Just don't talk to me.
6-year-old autistic son in the car. Nothing to say? He buried
Nothing to say, huh? God, oh.
his head when we tried to talk with him.
She is one of them chicks who gets slapped down in a relationship because she don't know how not to talk. She said the wrong thing at the wrong time in her relationship, and then the player got to show her how much he loved her.
Greg, yeah, where you from?
An Orlando doctor who playfully chatted,
There you go.
quickly handing over his money. And perhaps most shocking,
He a whole doctor. That's what's up. Hold on. This might be y'all doctor buying a little coach. Now listen, I say that you should be able to buy some monkey and you should be able to sell some monkey. It's your body. It's your money.
Playfully chatted,
There you go.
quickly handing over his money. And perhaps most shocking, Regional Director for the American Red Cross, Eric Corliss, charged
He just celebrated 25 years.
not only with soliciting a prostitute, but also child sex crime related offenses.
What?
All right, let's go.
All of the suspects were taken down a back stairwell to avoid detection
It's the last one.
and shuttled off to jail. Their potential punishment ranges from 60 days in jail and fines for the prostitution to up to life in prison for the worst of the suspected predators.
60 days of prostitution, just like you said. The women's sentences won't add up to a year. They can face up to 60 days in jail, right? For the men, they can get life. What did that lady say?
For the prostitution to up to life in prison for the worst of the suspected predators.
For the worst of the suspected predators. So, but y'all just told us about men who was just trying to buy some cooter cat. Y'all didn't say that they was predator. You all didn't let us know that y'all were doing a predator sting. Y'all was doing a human trafficking sting that everybody was supposed to be under the belief that they was dealing with adults. Because if that's not the case, then you all would have told us that some of these people thought that they were dealing with minors. I'm confused. Shout out to leftist nits for the $4.99 for the $4.99 super chat. Say Henry, Willie, and congratulations. That's what's up. I think I said that wrong. Congratulations. Congratulations. Appreciate that right there. Listen. She say the worst. The worst, and she called them predators.
Punishment ranges from 60 days in jail and fines for the prostitution to up to life in prison for the worst of the suspected predators.
Of the suspected predators. But y'all ain't told us about any minors. So you mean to tell me that these men can be predators and they trying to buy monkey from humans who is selling monkey, and they call them predators? Deep. That's what's up. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even hold you, boy. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the nightly news around here in these doggone streets. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. So they predators for trying to buy monkey. I don't understand. Oh, you saying that they probably talking about the Red Cross guy. Yeah, they all right. Okay. So his thing was the soliciting prostitutes. That's regular.
Also, child
soliciting parent/guardian for sex with minor. Oh, so he was trying to using two-way communication device to commit a felony. Soliciting parent for sex with minor. So why didn't they really go in deep with Buddy? Why didn't they really go in deep with him? Soliciting parent/guardian for sex with student. Unless when he was soliciting the prostitute, when he was trying to buy something from the prostitute, maybe he was trying to do a adult and a minor while using the phone. Oh, maybe he was texting. I listen. I'm gonna pay for you, but do you have somebody probably like 15 or 16 or something like that right there? And I'm gonna pay for both of y'all. That's probably what had happened. And he text messages. He used his receipts. Trying to tell y'all he got damn receipts out here in these streets. Listen, older monkey, adult monkey has been ran through in such a young age. It's such an early time in y'all life. To where these players would rather get young monkey. Just saying. It's like y'all being like y'all mid-20s and early 30s, and that thing done been ran through heavy now, and they be feeling like that monkey ain't got no grip on us, and a lot of y'all done stopped using vinegar and water, so that thing loose. But anyway, he should not be trying to solicit a minor. Got it. So, but they saying that people like him can face up to life in prison. We don't put people in jail for life for soliciting. As far as I know, I've never seen a case or never heard of a story to where a dude gets life for soliciting sex with a minor. Because think about it, we have so many teachers who have had sex with who've had sex with minors, and they never got life in prison. And that's been in the great state of Florida. So give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the night news around here in these streets, man. Thank y'all for being around here. We was live on Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter, man. Thank y'all for your support, man. Y'all give a player the thumbs ups, do all that little fly stuff right there. Can't do this stuff without y'all. Like I always say, man, I need your help. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to help somebody like me out. For real, man. I'm trying to bring y'all this good stuff. And remember, next Monday, we will be live. We will go live. When? In the midday, we going live in the midday. We bringing the midday back for a good little minute out here. Try to get y'all through this good little summer out here in these streets. For real, though. You say go teach somebody else. Listen, y'all, please remember, go around to the Willie Williams Show 7 channel and the Accept and Agree channel. And watch the standalone videos if you would like to watch standalone videos. Share. Do all that fly stuff right there. Please remember, go around here to the Willie Williams, to pleasantcandles.com. Get your shop on out here. Yeah. We got multiple fragrances and all that stuff. Everything's Willie poured, nothing to third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. Get yourself something. Get your order on. I appreciate y'all for rocking with the play. I'm finna go on and get on up out of here. I had a good one. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. It's 9 o'clock. I am out of here, man. Bam. He gone. We gone. And we gone on Rumble.